Guys, welcome to Pinax 24. Few days ago, there was a major football clash between Argentina and Egypt. In fact, it was more or less like a clash of the Titans. This was one match that was a tough fight between the two teams. The match started with Egypt actually giving Argentina 2 goals. It went on for around the 79th minute. It was more or less like the whole match took a different turn, with Argentina scoring 3 goals. And what is actually raising the alarm is how the third goal came about. People are beginning to say that, in fact, before the third goal, there was something that looked like there was some sort of tension, there was some fraction on the field. But for the referee to keep quiet, keep mute, for Argentina to take advantage of the issue and then give Egypt straight goal, it's actually created a whole lot of tension. And in fact, people are beginning to say that, people are beginning to speculate that the referee was on the side of Argentina because they believe that Messi actually wants to claim the cup for a number of times so that they can have something to say. Let's see why people are beginning to say that this is a whole sort of fixed match or something. Now, on this same issue, ESPN Africa, which happens to be a very big or a very renowned sports portal, has published something about it. On your screen, it says that the referee during Argentina vs Egypt didn't show a single card until Enzo's 92nd minute winner. He then handed out 6 cards to Egypt, including a red card for a member of staff, yellow for a head coach Hussein Hassan, and even a yellow to a player not on the pitch. This has actually raised a whole lot of eyebrows because, see, the referee didn't actually give any card to anyone until after that particular goal. That is around the 92nd minute. Another sports portal, which happens to be Polymarket Sports, has published something in relation to the same issue, saying that trending FIFA rule created a rule where making an X sign with the arms activates an anti-racism protocol. Today, the Egyptian coach made the sign to report a case of racism committed by Argentina, but the referee ignored it and continued the game. So what this particular portal is trying to put across is that FIFA decided that in cases where matches are ongoing and you have an issue in relation to racism, you just have to cross your arm to show that you're actually not okay with a particular issue going on. Apparently, the Egypt coach actually did that sign and he was actually ignored by the referee. So these are some of the things that are making people come out with allegations or speculations that the referee had a predetermined disposition as far as the match between Egypt and Argentina is concerned. And the same issue, a particular player who happens to be Mustafa Ziko, who is an Egypt player, who is very good at what he does, he came out and then was interviewed how his mood was after the match, and you could see tears all over his eye. You could see that he wanted to tear up and a whole lot. And according to this particular player, he claims that everything that went on the field is actually more or less like a fixed match, because he can't actually understand why it was so plain that the referee had already taken a side as far as that match is concerned. There is a video to this effect. Let's go and watch.
الحكم no fair referee no fair ظلم مبين وواضح بيضيع مجهود بلد كاملة من أول الماتش. هو جاي علينا، مش هينفع نخرج كده كسبانين 2-0 أرجنتين. بطولة موجهة. حسب الله ونعم الوكيل.
Still on the issue of Egypt and Argentina, it's more or less like Egyptians are pained. They are teary. It's more or less like they are just not okay with what is happening. A model who happens to be an Egyptian, whose name is Dina Khalil, she's actually encouraging Egyptians, and then she's actually moody, and then she also raised an alarm or raised eyebrows that what the referee did during the match is something that shouldn't be repeated. So according to her, she wants to say that if not for the referee, it would have been a win for Argentina. Let's watch this video.
That was literally the most unfair game I've ever seen in my entire life. In my heart, we won against Argentina. We deserved that fucking win. I'm gonna say it again and again and again. We deserved that fucking win. That was not fair. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of the fight we put up. I'm so proud of how we played. I'm so proud of how we walked out. We walked out with our head high. We should be celebrating. That was Argentina, and we won. We won. We deserve that win. I have no words. I'm just so proud to be Egyptian. I just feel so bad for the players. They deserved that win. Like, that's so sad. But I'm so proud to be Egyptian. I'm so proud of us. And there's always a next year.
On the same issue of this major clash between Argentina and Egypt, one person who has actually said something about it happens to be a New York City mayor whose name is Mayor Zoran Mandani. This is one person that is very respected and honored. What he's saying is actually one thing that is in relation to his assessment of the game. According to him, what he's trying to say is that Egyptians or the Egypt team was actually robbed in order for Argentina to win that match. It has created a whole lot of tension in the system. It's actually confirming what people have been saying as far as that particular match is concerned.
It's left for me to hit this goal. Now, if you take the bus to work, that adds up fast. Within 6 months, you will have spent 24 fewer hours on the bus. By the time a year rolls around, you'll have saved more than 2 days of commuting time. That means breakfast with your family. It means having the time to argue balls and strikes at your kid's Little League game. It means getting home for bedtime. It means agreeing with your friends that Egypt were robbed yesterday. Above all, it means time returned to New Yorkers who don't have nearly enough of it. And as we do so, we are...
So on the same issue of Argentina and then Egypt, it's more or less like Argentina is going to be hot in the coming days because Egyptian government and then Football Association are planning or are intending to take the whole issue to court because they believe that they weren't treated fairly as far as the match was concerned. BBC has actually made a publication to confirm this particular issue. So on your screen it says that Egypt wants officials kicked out of World Cup. So coming from BBC, they are giving a confirmation to the fact that Egyptians or the Egyptian team or government and Football Association want the officials who were on the park or officials who were actually officiating the match, who were on the pitch as far as that match is concerned, to be taken to court or to be taken on in a different direction.